Hey, this is Paulo from Trivium, and you're watching MPJ.
MusicianPhotoJournal. Joining me today is Paolo from Trivium. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
We're catching you guys tonight. It's a one-off with In Flames. You guys are doing the Rockstar Energy Mayhem Festival again this year. So how's it been going so far?
It's been great. We're halfway in, and now we're at the point where we get 8 main stage shows. So life has gotten a little bit better for us in terms of being close to the nice showers and the catering. But other than that, like, being on the second stages, being on the main stage, the show's the same. We just enjoy being out with our friends and playing heavy metal.
Yeah, it is a really good lineup this year.
It's sick. It's a really diverse lineup.
Yeah, it's got Disturbed, right?
Yeah, Godsmack,
and Megadeth.
Yes.
Love Megadeth, right?
Definitely. And a lot of great bands on the second stage. Try to do a quick rundown. All Shall Perish, Suicide Silence, Red Fang, Unearth, Kingdom of Sorrow. There's tons of great stuff. There's Jaeger bands every day, so you know it's a good lineup. If you get out early, it's definitely worth coming to see it.
Nice, yeah. And I think we caught you actually on one of the Mayhem Festival a few years ago. When you guys did it. I think it was like maybe Marilyn Manson or something.
Yeah.
Or Slayer, but so it was very cool to see you back out on a festival like that. Definitely on the main stage.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to be on the main stage. There's definitely perks.
Yeah, nice. And you have a new album that's going to be hitting stores here soon. I think it's another like week and a half, 2 weeks here, right?
Yeah, actually it's probably a week and a half, which is crazy. Time flies.
And it's titled In Waves.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, In Waves started about 2009. We started writing while we were on tour, finishing the touring for Shogun, and then pretty much once we got done, we took a year off from touring. We got in the warehouse, we rehearsed, we jammed together. You know, we got about 25 songs total we demoed, and we just started cutting stuff. We would change things, add things, make stuff better. It was just a long process that just really had us focusing on bettering our music and bettering, you know, what the vision for our band was going to be this time around. So In Waves is all that, you know, in the album packaging, in the music, you know, everything that went into it is all in there. It really took a long time because we wanted to make sure that we left no stone unturned. You know, the visuals, artwork, music.
Yeah, I love the artwork for the album. It's really cool. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you're familiar with Jerry Gilsman, who's a photographer, and like in the 70s he did a lot of stuff with like Photoshop today.
Yeah, that's really cool because the people we worked with this time actually, there was a photographer friend of ours and this visual artist who, you know, does a lot of stuff outside of music. It's more a lot of commercial stuff. They kind of came together, these two dudes that really don't listen to heavy music, you know, got our demos, got all the lyrics, kind of came and watched us rehearse, got the vibe of what we were going for, and they packaged it all together, and it's almost like a non-metal, non-musician, like, interpreting what metal music is supposed to be like, or what it's supposed to look like visually.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. They did a great job.
Thank you.
And it kind of tied into with the new video you have, or the title track In Waves. I love like the trees and the shot in black and white.
Yeah.
And of course you guys underwater. How the hell was that to do underwater too? Was that crazy, or?
There was definitely, I don't know, it took a lot because being underwater and trying to look a certain way and do a certain thing is so difficult because I don't know, your just natural reaction when you're underwater is to get back up out of the water and breathe, and when you're underwater trying to hold your breath but still look a certain way or trying to act a certain way, it's a little, I don't know, it's a little difficult, and we don't have like unlimited time to do it, so it's like, alright, you got 2 takes to do this, and it's like, oh, this is hard.
Wait, so they only gave you 2 takes?
Like 2 or 3 takes per shot, depending on what it was. It's just, you know, when you're using like, you know, one of the cameras that they used was called a Phantom, and that thing not to rent, but you know, if you were to buy one, it's like $120,000 camera, and the thing can do some amazing stuff, but it's like you gotta move with it. You know, you only have so much time. You gotta get every shot you have, and it takes a long time to set up all the shots. So it was a learning experience for us because we didn't have to just set up and play and fake it to the CD, which was cool.
Right, yeah, no, I liked the video a lot. It was really cool. And I was thinking that when you guys were under the water, even more impressive knowing that you only did it in a few takes.
Yeah,
and the new album too, we were talking about everything too, you have a new drummer that's on this album. When did he come into the mix?
He came into the band in late 2009, I want to say. 2009. Yeah, or maybe it was 2010. I can't remember. It was a year and a half ago, whenever that was. He's a dude I've known since I was about 6 or 7 years old. Played music together when we were 12, 13, and we've always been really good friends. And he was the first dude I thought of when the time came that we needed a new drummer. And Nick's been amazing. He's just made our whole band dynamic so much different, and a real positive, real amazing drummer, and excellent addition to the band. And anyone that's been around us for a while can definitely see the difference. It's like talking to our crew guys, or like working with you guys now as opposed to 2 years ago or a year ago is night and day. Everything's very laid back, easy going. All we want to do is just have a good show and have a good time, you know, being out on tour together, and that's all it's about, is just having, you know, enjoying your life. And that it's crazy, just bringing one guy into a situation can really change things like that.
That's cool, so you must have a very positive effect on everybody.
Yeah, it's just balancing. We're all, you know, 4 equal dudes that just, we want to play music. We have no other goals but being out there and bringing our music to the most amount of people.
Very cool. And the new video out in Waves, and then you have another single that's out right now. I think Hot Topic released it first for a few days, and then now you can get it on your website. Yeah. Everything seems like really hard again. Not that it was ever light, but it's got a really cool sound to everything. Yeah,
I think I definitely give Nick a lot of credit for bringing the energy back into our band. I mean, riff-wise, from album to album, you know, whether it's changed or not, I think we've always been able to nail that. But I think Nick brought back that just energetic drumming that we needed again in our band, and he gave us a new lease on life, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, even on the stuff that's like more melodic, not even fast double bass, his playing is just very driving, and it makes the music exciting again. And when you see us live now, if you haven't seen us, it's just it's a new experience. It's not like seeing a new band totally, but you know, having a new guy in it definitely brings something new to the table when it comes to the live show.
Very cool. We're definitely looking forward to that tonight. Haven't seen a new drummer.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight, I think.
Excellent. With the new album too, you have some pre-sales that have been going on, and you guys have, it's like a limited deluxe edition that actually sold out on your site. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I think it's sold out in the UK, and maybe it's sold out in the US as well now.
Yeah, so that's excellent. The pre-sales look like it's going amazing.
Yeah, so we're really stoked. I mean, we wanted to bring something more to the table than just the pre-sale for the album, and now that we're with a new merch company that's kind of in line with our record company, we're able to do the big deluxe edition without any issue. So giving our fans something more that's not that expensive, which was definitely an important thing, because there's no point of overcharging people for something like that. I think it's kind of a thank you to anyone that wants to collect and have more than just, you know, the MP3s. And I'm really impressed by it. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this is killer. I'm happy we can finally do this and give the hardcore Trivium fans something more than just, you know, an album or just the shirts, or bring it all together. And I think we're going to be doing a lot more bundles and stuff like that, because you have to give everyone the option. Some people just want the MP3s, and now you can just stream albums, you know, pay for it a month. So you got to have all the options on the table. Definitely,
it appeals to whoever's buying it. So I think there's still the package available with the T-shirt right now, resale, and then the deluxe edition has is it the DVD also?
Yeah.
And what's on the DVD?
Well, the making of is like about 45 minutes, and it's really just the start to finish of the album, but it's a little bit different than the one we did on Shogun. kind of, I don't know, it's just more, it's a more serious tone than the Shogun one. Not that we didn't have fun making the album, but this was, we felt this was a very important milestone for us, bringing in Nick into the band, you know, working with Colin Richardson from start to finish for the first time, and just really, you know, this was sort of our chance to reset everything and start over again. And you know, we wanted to make sure that everything came across on the making of for the amount of time they had to film it. And I'm really excited with it. It's the same guy that did all the photos and did the packaging with that other dude. He did the making of. So it was cool that we were able to work with a couple really talented artists who helped us bring this visual together and kind of keep it all cohesive. That's been a real important thing to us, that we kind of told everyone, you know, from the label, management, everything. Is like, we got to keep everything cohesive. We want the live show, the album, everything to flow together.
Yeah.
And working with artists that really, you know, are killer with that kind of stuff, it's definitely brought us to a new level visually.
Yeah, that's really awesome, because I remember seeing you guys when the very first album came out, and have been watching the progression of you guys over the years. So
we've definitely learned a lot. I mean, you have to learn.
And we said that we caught you out today as your one-off, but you're out with the Mayhem Festival.
Yeah.
And then did I hear that you guys are going to do the Walk-In Open Air Festival again this year? Excellent, it's got to be exciting.
Yeah, we've never done it.
You guys
Never done it.
Oh, I thought you guys had before.
No, we've never done it, so it's very exciting. It's next week. We have to miss 2 or 3 shows on Mayhem to do it. And then we play with Iron Maiden the next night, which is, I mean, there's no words to really describe the awesomeness of it. So we're having a really killer trip away from Mayhem. You know, it sucks to miss a couple shows, but I think anyone would they'd be able to understand that, you know, it's important for us to get over to Europe and play a couple shows the day our album's released over there.
Right, definitely. And then what do you guys have on lined up next after?
We have a tour in the fall with a very amazing progressive band that's been around for 20 or so years, and that's all I can say now, because I said it before and we got told we're not supposed to say it yet, but it'll get announced very soon.
Okay, very cool. So I guess we'll wait for their website for that. And then I also saw where you guys have one in December lined up for Europe.
Yeah, with In Flames as well.
Yes, yeah, and then I think it was Ghost that's on that one.
Ghost, Rise for Maine, and a band called Incense, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool. And then the one that you said with the very progressive, well-known band, is that in the States then? Or?
Yeah, that's in the States. It's going to be a full U.S. tour, and I can't wait till that gets announced. It definitely wasn't the tour I was expecting to be doing this fall, but I was really happy that we were asked. It's definitely going to be an honor for us.
Do you think it's going to be kind of odd to do stuff with like a progressive rock band opposed to, I mean, you guys are so heavy, but...
I don't know. I mean, we're trying to think about how we're going to approach the set right now. We're not... I think it's one of those things, like, you can't go into a show and try to make your set just to fit a band. Like, we've kind of done that in the past, and it's like, we are who we are. So we're just going to go out and play the best we can, and either way, if you win 10% of a band's fans, you've had success. You know, you're not going to win everyone, but for us, we have to put ourselves out there. You know, it's like being on the main stage. It's uncomfortable at first because, you know, we've been around for 7 years and you think everyone knows who you are, but then you get out there in front of 7,000-8,000 people that don't know who you are, and it can be a little intimidating, but that's what it takes to get to that level, is that you have to feel uncomfortable and be out of your comfort zone again. It's like being in the van again, opening first to 4, like 2005, and then people are just standing there with their arms crossed and like impress me, but it's cool.
You'll do fine. I heard which band it was too that you were going to be with, so I think their fans are just music fans in general. So I think you'll be fine.
We go out there, like me personally, I don't feed off the energy of the crowd. I like to, the way I think of it is like you have to project energy at people, and if you want to get them into it, you can't just kind of wait there and hope that they get into it or that they like you. You just have to do it.
Yeah, pull them into your...
Yeah,
so, excellent. Well, I will let you get going here, but thank you very much for joining us. The new album again is In Waves. It'll be hitting stores August 9th, right?
Yes, August 9th.
Yeah, remember to always support your artists and buy their albums. This has been a video edition of MusicianPhotoJournal.